All right, good deal. Oscar, you have my phone number. So if anything happens and I can't see the chat, just text me. I'll put my phone right here in front of me, which is usually something I would never do because I have the attention span of a 5-year old, but I don't want anything to go wrong and me not know about it. So, okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, everybody. I know you guys have a lot of things that you could be doing this evening. So I appreciate that you're here, and I promise to keep it quick, as quickly as I can, still while providing you all the information that you need to know if you would like to join one of our groups or not. So this is a presentation on why you should join a challenge group presented by Team Ignite the Fire. Team Ignite the Fire is actually a team of coaches that the person who invited you belongs to. Team Beachbody is who we work through. We don't work for them, we work through them. We are all independent reps from them, and we do our own thing. We own our own businesses and all of that. However, collectively, we're Team Ignite the Fire, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. Some of you guys may know who I am. Some of you probably have no idea because you were invited by another coach. My name is Amber, and I actually was the founder of Team Ignite the Fire. I was the first coach on the team. I started my transformation and my business almost 4 years ago. And I started my coaching business when I was almost 300 pounds. I was recently divorced. I just filed bankruptcy. And I was in a really bad place. I was definitely extremely depressed, drinking a lot, making really poor choices in life and with food, all the way across the board. And through the Beachbody community, the Team Beachbody community here, the support that we're given, the fitness and the nutrition and all of that, I was able to lose over 100 pounds over my journey, and really more than that, able to change the way that I looked at myself, looked at the world, looked at food, worked through some binge eating issues, and get myself in a financially fit place, which has been really amazing. And luckily, I've been able to turn it into a career. This was never in my map. I never thought I would be doing any of this, but it just was something where my journey inspired others, and it turned into this. So here I am. I won't get too far into my story. If you want to read more about me, you can go on to creatingadestiny.com. But I'm sure you guys are more concerned with your own coaches' stories and all of that. So I just wanted to give a little context of who I am, so you weren't wondering who this person was that was talking at you for 20 minutes. Okay. So what is a challenge group? You might see your friends or your coach or whomever throwing these terms around on Facebook. Join my challenge group. I'm starting a challenge, things of that nature. But you don't actually know what that means most likely. So it's actually really, really simple. It's just a private online support group of like-minded people who are on a similar journey. I know that's kind of a very loose definition, but that's because it really is. There's not a ton of like rules that a challenge group has to be like this or anything like that. We're just working together privately with other people that want to go the same place that we would like to go. So I found this little video that's just 2 minutes long that I thought kind of encompassed what challenge groups were. Now, I've heard this can be a little loud, so I'm going to turn it down a lot. Hopefully.
Ever feel like this or this? What about this? Are you ready to start getting healthy? Well, this won't work. Neither will this. Unfortunately, this won't either. Don't get discouraged. This person can help, and this person, and this one in the yellow shirt, and that guy with the crazy smile, and that lady over there that kind of looks like your aunt. All of these people can help you get started on your path to losing weight, having more energy, or just getting a little healthier. How? They're all Team Beachbody coaches who are leading Beachbody challenge groups all across the nation. So what's a challenge group? Here's how it works. First, you decide on a Beachbody fitness program and then pick your favorite flavor of Shakeology to drink as your daily meal replacement shake. Second, you're going to commit to that program and drinking Shakeology every day. Some programs are 90 days, some are 60, 30, and we even have one that's only 21 days. And finally, your coach, remember these guys? Your coach and their support group are going to help you to succeed. We can't say that it's going to be easy, but connecting with others who share your goals in a Beachbody challenge group makes it much more likely that you're going to see your commitment all the way through and get great results. Your challenge group will be there to support you, to motivate you, and to celebrate your success. And for all that work, you'll get healthy and fit and a free t-shirt. That's right. And to celebrate your results, Beachbody gives everyone who submits their before and after photos the official completion t-shirt for the program you did, and awards over $1 million a year in cash to people who have transformed their bodies and their lives, including 2 $100,000 grand prize awards for the most inspiring transformations of the year. How do you get started? Well, talk to the coach who shared this video with you and tell them that you're ready to join the Beachbody Challenge.
Okay, so that, you don't need to watch the whole video because we're going to talk a little bit of, sorry, there you go. You don't need to watch the whole video because we're going to talk a little bit about all that. But that kind of gives you like a little tiny overview. I think that's a really cute video. It kind of gives you the point of like, it's just regular people hanging out in a group, helping you finish your program. So, okay, what do I get in a challenge group? So there's a lot of things that come with the group. And I think sometimes people don't realize how much that really is. So I've actually broken it down into 2 parts for you. What do you get and how will it benefit you? So the first slide here, you're going to get a private, safe, and positive environment. All of our challenge groups are private, and we have, you know, really good policies in place on being respectful and being positive and all of that. So you'll get daily accountability to your own goals. And I do want to focus on that part that says your own goals. I want to be really clear that not everyone's going to have the same goal, and we are going to work with each person to find out what your needs are so that we are holding you accountable to what you want, not what we want or what somebody else wants in the group. You'll get a personalized fitness program recommendation, and that's based on your likes, your dislikes, any limitations that you might have from injury or illness or anything like that, and then your ultimate goals. You know, everyone's got different stuff. People want to lose weight, people want to gain weight. Many people have lost plenty of weight and want to simply tone up. There's quite a bit of variety in people's goals. So that's why we don't just do a one-size-fits-all sort of thing on our team. We will not only give you meal plans that are pre-made, but we will also give you meal planning education. I know for me, when I first started my journey, I didn't have a clue what to eat, how to cook any of it, or where to even start. And I made choices that I thought were healthy that through the education process, I realized were actually not so healthy. So we're going to provide you both of those. You will get a partner, aka your challenge buddy, that's all yours. And I do my very best to match my people in my challenge groups with someone who is of their similar age, in their time zone, and either has kids or doesn't have kids. So you guys can relate to each other's struggles, because every person is going to have different struggles. And I want you guys to be able to really get each other and help each other through. You'll get direct access to your coach every day. For some of you, that might not seem like a big deal. Maybe your coach is a friend or a family member, but their time is really valuable, and they are spending a lot of time learning and becoming better for themselves. So it's really awesome to have that one-on-one connection to them anytime you want when you're in the group. You will get some personal development. We do focus on changing the way that we think as well as the way that we behave. And because our thoughts actually can decide how we're going to behave, it really makes a big difference. I know for me, my transformation also being emotional as well as physical, it did help a lot that we had the personal development aspect in our world over here, so I could look at the world a little differently, like I said earlier. The free t-shirt, which we mentioned, everyone who finishes your program gets a t-shirt, which is really fun. I feel like I have a bunch of them, and I like just having them around. They say cool things like I earned it and things like that, so you can use it, show how proud you are. And then their weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly prizes. Now, those are provided by the company. However, in my challenge group specifically, I'm not sure what every coach does, but I actually do a challenger of the week as well and give away my own little prizes for participation and things like that. I'll explain a little bit more about that in the next slide, though. So that's kind of what you're going to get. And then these are the benefits of those things. So having that supportive environment, that's going to get you support on the hard days and celebration on the good ones. I don't know about you guys, but it's a lot easier to keep going when all the days are good. It's not necessarily that difficult to get up and make things happen when I'm feeling awesome and I'm like, I got this and I feel good and I'm on track and I'm not overwhelmed and I'm not too busy. But I mean, really, what day is that? There's so much. going on in our lives all the time. So I think support on the harder days is really the key. Oh, I started moving again. To this whole thing is the support on the hard days. And the hard days are going to be the days where you don't want to get up and do your workout, where you're having family issues, where maybe your kids are making you crazy, you work was stressful, etc. So having someone there on those days is really, I think, a huge key. Incredible lasting friendships. I actually asked my team of coaches, since all of them were in challenge groups before, I said, what were the top 3 things that you guys got out of being in support groups online? And like 95% of them said the friendships. And it was crazy because nobody expects that. Nobody expects that they're going to find someone that they talk to every day for a year in some group on Facebook that lasts a month. Like they don't think that that's going to happen, but it does. I've had people who have flown to each other's houses across states and who are just really good friends now. And it's because that's a space where you get to be completely yourself and come together. So the incredible lasting friendships, I think, are the biggest part that most of us get. Education and skills that you can use for a lifetime. I mentioned that I'm really big on teaching you how to do things. I know there are a lot of programs out there in the world that will make things easy for you, but they don't teach you anything. I have done everything that you can think of. I've done all the stuff. If it came prepackaged in any way, which like the Nutrisystem, the Jenny Craig, like all those, any of that, I did that. I've done all the pills, I've done the liquid diets, like all of it, right? And I did that for like 15 years before I started here 4 years ago. And the one big issue that I had with all those is they work temporarily, but what happens? You gain that weight plus more because you feel bad about yourself because you're going the opposite way, simply because you didn't have the education to make those choices going forward. So I'm really big on education. Daily accountability to keep you on track. There's no excuses when it's every day or in your face. I know that some people will see a trainer a couple of days a week, or they have a gym class that they go to now and again. But every single day we touch base, and that is going to make a big difference in your just your commitment level and your motivation. As far as being rewarded, I reward people not only for their progress, their results, but also for their participation in the group and for their support of others. I really believe that if you are being a good group member and you're supporting other people as well, you are going to get further. I think we all know that if you teach somebody something, you're going to learn it better, right? That same kind of concept. If you are helping someone and giving suggestions and giving advice and motivating them to get up and get their workout done, you're probably not going to do that and then sit on your couch, right? You're going to be excited to do it as well, so you guys can be in it together. So I really reward all the way across the board on participation there. Having someone to reach out to you when you start slacking. This one is big. I don't know if you guys have done different programs before where you started something and then you just didn't do it anymore, and a day went by, and then 2 days, and then 3 days, and like no one noticed. Like, oh, well, I guess it doesn't actually matter if I show up or not. You can't do that when we're checking in with you every single day. I mean, if you miss a day or you're like, hey, I'm going on a 3-day weekend this weekend, you let us know. We're probably not going to think much of it. But on day 2 or on day 3, you're going to be getting text messages and Facebook messages, and you're not going to be able to hide from us. Which is not meant to like make you feel like there's a ton of pressure, but it's really hard to stay falling off the wagon when people are trying to pull you back on. So that's really what I think the group can do for you if you start to fall off. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sort of a 2.5 week, and then I start doing whatever I want sort of girl. So I need someone to keep me going through the end. A whole group of people helping you every day. Okay, this is big in my opinion. I really like to put my people into groups. And the reason why that is because I can't be everything to everyone. What if you're having a hard moment and you're thinking about going through a drive-through, or you're thinking about making a bad choice, or you're having a really hard day emotionally, and I happen to be busy, or my phone's dead or something. I can't be everything to you, and neither can your coach. But what we can do is be as much as we can, and then fill in those gaps with a lot of other support. So there's never going to be a time where there's nobody there. There'll always be somebody available to you to help you keep you on track. Judgment-free space for you to discover yourself. Okay, you guys, this is huge because in the fitness industry, the whole thing is just like oh, it's all fear tactics and make you feel insecure and you're not hot enough and you're not good enough and whatever, right? And there are too many people that are so afraid to really experiment in the fitness world and see what they're made out of because they think they're not good enough or they don't look right or they don't have the knowledge or the experience. And in this space is completely safe, totally judgment free. So you can try different things, try different recipes. I was saying earlier to someone like, hey, people don't know what diet they want to try. Maybe you want to try going vegan and maybe you want to try going paleo. Maybe you've always wanted to see what vegetarian was like or what does primal mean or all these things. Well, we're not going to hold it against you if you didn't make it on one and you want to try something else. This is a space to learn and explore and discover yourself so you can find out who it is that you really are in the fitness and health space for yourself. And then one that I think is worth a mention is eliminating the outside obstacles that keep you from your goals. I don't know about you guys, but there are a lot of obstacles between me and the gym, me and the track, if I'm training for running or whatever. There's so many things like, oh, well, my workout buddy canceled on me. Oh, the gym was closed that day. Oh, my favorite class was canceled. Oh, we'll fill in the blank, right? My trainer couldn't come in that day, whatever. When you're working on an online space where you already are because we're online here on Facebook, there's none of that exists. Like this is something you do at home with us. So there's none of these things in your way. There's just, even if you still find 10% of the time you can still make an excuse not to do it, that's still way better than the chances of you getting into the gym or doing something on your own over a long period of time. I have had people tell me, so I wasn't going to talk about this, but now I'm going to. I have had people tell me I could never work out at home because I get a better workout at the gym. I agree. I get a better workout at the gym. However, I went to the gym for years, and I know that a little bit less quality of a workout 6 days a week versus a total kicked butt workout 3 days a week, the first one's going to get me a lot further. The consistency is what gets the results. So that's just something that I just thought of when I was saying that. That is one thing that I do hear a lot, and it's one of those things where you have to have something you can do every day. Okay, so the next piece, you may have heard in the video that there is Shakeology in our challenge groups. Most people don't know what that is. They don't know why it's required. So I don't think I'm that great at telling people what it is. I can tell you what it's not, and I can tell you what it did for me. One thing that I hear a lot is, oh, I don't want to pay money for protein powder. I get mine at Costco. Or, oh, I can just do this other shake. I have one of those through my sister's thing or whatever. Okay. This is not protein powder. That's not what we're doing here. Protein powder by itself is actually not even that effective for most things, unless you're doing specific diets. So that is not something that I really recommend. And it's not something that should be compared to Shakeology. Diet shakes, no. This is not a diet thing. This is not we're going to reduce your appetite so you're starving, and we're going to put you on liquid diets so you're not eating food or any of that. We're not doing any of that. I don't believe in that. I've done that before, and like I told you guys, weight comes off, weight comes back on. Okay? So this is whole dry food. These are not processed ingredients. They have over 70 ingredients in the bag. And that includes superfoods, probiotics, and all that. Now I'm going to play you a video so you don't need to hear my spiel on that, so I'll just stop with that. But I just wanted you to understand, like, there's no stimulants, there's no chemicals. There's a reason why most doctors will approve pregnant women to drink this. It's because it's nutrition, not a diet shake. It is meant to be added to a healthy diet. It's real food. This is not something where we're going to ask you to drink 2 or 3 shakes a day. That's not the point. I eat all organic. I cook all of our own food and all of that. But this is something that's a supplement to add into to make sure that my energy stays high, that my sweets cravings stay under control because my body is getting the nutrients that it needs, that I stay regular, and all the things that I need to have a healthy life. So there's a little video. This is the only other video I'm going to show you guys that I thought kind of explained it better than anything I'm going to be able to come up with. So hopefully it's not too loud.
We all know the USDA recommends 5 to 9 servings of fruit and vegetables daily. But who can manage to have 9 servings of fruit and vegetables in one day? Well, we can help. It's called Shakeology. a breakthrough superfood protein shake like nothing else on the market. This revolutionary nutrient-dense superfood shake is filled with the healthiest ingredients from around the world, all in one glass. Shakeology. This daily dose of dense nutrition can help you lose weight, gain energy, stay regular, and get healthy.
I was introduced to Shakeology within days. I felt different inside and out. The energy that I got was unbelievable. I don't eat vegetables, not a single vegetable. Now I'm drinking them for breakfast.
Deliciousness.
I just keep losing weight. I drink it every day. It's just changed my life.
Obesity has reached epidemic proportions, and so have heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol. These are the leading cause of death in America. But the good news is, you can have your quality of life back thanks to Shakeology, the revolutionary shake created by Beachbody CEO Carl Deichler and health and wellness experts Isabel Deichler and Darren Oline.
I'm Darren Oline in one of the most amazing places on earth, and I'm here to search for the most amazing, powerful, nutritious superfoods on the planet. Let's go see it. Let's go find it. Let's get it as natural as we can and get it to you.
The ingredient list in Shakeology is amazing. Things like essentially superfoods, super berries, super grains, the chia seed, quinoa, which has all of the essential amino acids and it's high in protein.
Because of the protein, because of the fiber, because of the antioxidants, you're nourishing yourself in such a deep, profound way in order to remain healthy and assimilating food and putting it out there as opposed to storing it as fat.
Shakeology is a well-engineered product that's far ahead of anything else I've seen. I have patients who have already started on Shakeology, and I've gotten some really positive feedback.
As soon as I tried Shakeology, I was in love with it. I've lost 30 pounds. Getting healthy and losing weight was not just about my physical appearance. It was about eating healthy for my family.
And it's changed the lives of countless people across the country. In a recent survey of nearly 3,000 Shakeology users, 93% felt healthier, 86% had more energy, and 81% had fewer junk food cravings since drinking Shakeology daily.
Imagine how much more you can enjoy life if at least once a day you're fueling your body with the stuff it really craves. One of the reasons that we eat so much and other stuff doesn't satisfy our cravings is because the body's not fed. So it's like, I didn't get enough fiber, I didn't get enough protein, I didn't get enough vitamins and minerals and prebiotics and so on. Give me more. So next time you're driving by Dairy Queen, McDonald's, and Burger King and Pizza Hut, you'll be thinking there's gotta be something out there. I remember it was green and gorgeous and blue skies. Well, now it's in a bag, and it's called Shakeology.
Available in chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and greenberry, as well as vegan chocolate and vegan tropical strawberry. Shakeology, the healthiest meal of the day.
So that's a little bit more about what it is, and I felt like that was a lot more clear than whatever I was going to tell you. Again, my personal story with it is I started taking it. I lost 6 pounds in my first week using it, and then 11 pounds that first month. But way more than that. I mean, I had a lot of weight to lose, so I don't act like that's like this amazing thing. I was, almost 300 pounds. But what was amazing to me was the energy that increased. My IBS was almost completely gone that first month, and it reduced my sweets cravings. And I have a crazy sweet tooth. I tell the story all the time about how my best friend for my birthday made me a cake with donuts on it. Like, it was a cake with frosting with donuts on it. So that was my thing, is it really cut that out for me, which allowed me to focus on eating healthy and just living healthy overall without always being tempted by the sweets craving. So your coach probably has their own story because it affects everyone differently. So you should definitely speak with them about how it helps them. Why it's required, that's a question I get a lot. Well, why do we have to drink it? In the support groups, we cover 3 things, and it's really important that we cover all 3 things. We have the support and the accountability side. We have the nutrition side, which is the meal planning and the Shakeology. And then we have the fitness side, which we're about to talk about. If any one of those is not working, you're not going to get the results that you need or are looking for, that you want, etc. I think we all agree we've tried to do one, and it doesn't come together when you do one. If you get really good eating, but you're not doing anything physical, there's something lacking there. If you're doing great workouts, but you're eating poorly, there's something lacking there. If you're getting support, but you're not really doing the work, something lacking there. So by attacking it from all 3 places, we're going to get you the best possible results. So in the challenge groups, we want people who are all in, which is why we put it that way. Okay, so the fitness, like I said, we were talking about real quick. How does this work? Because I get this question a lot. What's the deal? Do we meet up? Like, are you coming to my house? What's going on? So this is an online support group for the programs that you're going to do at home. So they're DVD-based programs. Now, they can be used alone and just follow the schedule that comes with it, or they can be used with other fitness plans. So let's say you are doing a Turbo Fire, but there's a Turbo Kick class at a gym near you and you want to go on Thursdays. Great. Do Turbo Fire at home 5 days a week and go to your class. Maybe you've got a trainer that you just are obsessed with and you see him Tuesday and Friday and you have to. No worries. We'll make sure that we get you a program that's going to allow that. Maybe you're a runner. We've got a great program that I give to most of my runners, which has both strength and then flexibility, which is something that most runners are lacking in both categories. They need more of that. But it's only 3 days a week, so you can keep running. And so there's something in there for everyone, but they are DVD based, to be clear. Okay. Our programs do include cardio, strength, flexibility, and even some healing or restorative options. So I'm just going to show you guys a couple of our trainers. You guys may have heard of Tony Horton from P90X or Sean T from Insanity, but I need you guys to understand that that is a very small part of all the programs that we offer. We have programs for professional bodybuilding. We have programs for bikini competitors. We also have programs for people who are just starting out, have never worked out in their life. We've got programs that are focused on particular body parts. Like we've got Leandro who does Brazil butt lift and he works with the Victoria's Secret trainers and things like that. We've got a restorative healing Thai Chi program with Dr. Chang. So there's really a big mix, and that's kind of what I want to just like throw the snapshot up here of some of the trainers so that you understand that just because whoever invited you keeps posting about the same thing that they're doing doesn't mean that you have to do it, and it doesn't mean that we're not going to be able to meet your needs. We have quite a few programs. I fit as many of these on here as I could. I think there's like 20 or 30 or something on here. You guys probably see the famous ones. P90X is on here. Insanity is on here, of course. T25 you may have seen on TV. Turbo Fire, a lot of people have heard of. Brazil butt lift is one that a lot of people have that is collecting dust that we kind of need to convince them to use. But there is a program for everyone. We've got children's programs for people who specifically are 55 and older and need something very gentle, things for people with injuries, things for people who only have 10 minutes, people who want to work out for an hour and like really slow workouts. That's totally available. So we have something that's covered for everyone. Again, not trying to give you a rundown of the catalog. Really, I want you to speak with your coach and tell them your particular goals so that they can make a recommendation on 2 or 3 of these programs and narrow it down for you. But I really just want to get the point across that there is something for everyone and we will match you with something that's appropriate for you. Okay, so who's a good fit for this? We're going to wrap it up here in just a second. The list here is actually pretty long on who's a good fit for this, and that's because I kept thinking of people that were a good fit for this. I probably could have done 3 slides on this alone, but I'll spare you because I don't want to have you here all night. But some things that popped into my head really quickly when I was making this today was people who need daily accountability. Like I mentioned to you guys, I'm good for like a week or 2, and then if you leave me to my own devices, I'm like, well, that was pretty close to my meal plan, or I don't have to work out every day, right? And I start to kind of like get myself out of my routine. So having daily accountability is really important. People who lack support elsewhere. Maybe you have a really picky spouse or really picky eaters for kids, and you can't get the motivation to make your own food, and then they want something different and all of that. Maybe you have a lot of friends who are just not ready to make healthy choices in their life, and they'd really rather take you out to happy hour, order a pizza, something else, instead of be part of this healthy lifestyle. So we can provide the support that you might be lacking elsewhere. People who have quit previous attempts to get fit. So if you know that you've tried a lot of stuff and it just didn't come together, a support group is going to be key for you. I know for me, like I told you guys, everything under the sun. I was overweight when I was like 7. So my whole life, I went through everything. And it wasn't until I had the support every day that it really worked. Some people that kind of came to my mind were stay-at-home moms who can't go anywhere to get their fitness taken care of. Busy professionals who have a very little bit of time. I know for me, when I started this, I was working full time in a marketing career, and it was crazy. I was like, well, I'm supposed to go to the gym when? And then you want me to cook all this food and all of this? To people who don't have a lot of time. I know people who travel a lot. That was big. That's big for me now. Having the discs with me, I can travel. I've got a couple of coaches that travel for work, and they're literally in a different city every week. And there's no way. They can't make sure every hotel has a perfect gym and all of that. So they have their discs and they have their laptop and they do their thing. People who like to support others. It's a really supportive environment. So if you're a natural caregiver, if you're very nurturing and you like to see other people succeed, this is really going to be great for you. People who want to make like-minded friends. Now, maybe you don't want to make any more friends. That's cool too. But most of the time, people are looking to increase the number of positive influences in their life that are going to help get them closer to their goals. So if that's your category, then you'd be perfect for this. People who want to learn more about food or fitness. Some people know a lot about one or the other, but people don't know anything about any of it, and they want to learn a little bit more. So this is going to be a nice safe space for you to learn. If you're already on Facebook, I laugh because I always think of like all the nonsense. I feel like I wish I could have you guys all raise your hands. I can't see you all right now, but I feel like I could get like a hand raise of like, did you read something really dumb on Facebook today? Did you waste 30 seconds of your life on Facebook today? I feel like everybody would raise their hands. I did. You're already on Facebook. What if we used a platform that could be used to waste your time to keep you motivated and help you have a more positive life and get you closer to your goals? So you're right here. Anyone who's maybe nervous to go to a gym. I know for me, it was a little awkward walking into a gym being that heavy. I just thought, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to use anything. I didn't know what classes. I just felt really out of place. I would have liked to have skipped that experience personally. So that's something that we can start at home. People who make a lot of excuses to skip the gym. I've always been the kind of person where I'm like, well, I mean, I want to stay at work late, or now I'm hungry and I eat before I work out. There's all this stuff in my way, right? That's completely eliminated, like I mentioned earlier. People who need some help or healing with their emotional eating. We have a lot of emotional eaters in the group, and I feel like what happens is they get so stuck on, I need to look a certain way. I need to know how to just do these different exercises. I just need to work out more. And that's all they ever hear. They never really work on the root issue. They're always treating the symptoms. So this is a really safe space to work on some of that. And then anyone really with a goal for 2015. Like, I don't know if you guys are New Year's resolution people, if this just happened to be good timing for you. But I know for me, I'm not necessarily a resolution person, but I definitely have goals every year. So if health and fitness are something that you want to focus on this year, this is a great way to start that out. So I really feel like anyone that's got a goal this year is going to be a perfect fit for a support group online. Okay. So I have 3 success stories for you. Now, I was just going to leave them on the screen, but so many people actually called in with the phone. I'm going to read them to you. I'm going to read them quickly, so I'll do my best. This is Ashley. Ashley's lost, I believe, over 100 pounds now. You can see the transformation here. And she says, I've tried almost every fad diet out there, including weight loss surgery, which turned out to be a disaster. I'm so glad I was provided with the tools to do this the right way and be given a second chance at life. There will be no longer those moments where I'm not comfortable in my own skin because I'm committed to being the best version of myself. And Ashley's obviously a huge inspiration. She's done amazing work in the challenge groups, and it's been just incredible watching her grow and learn and become the woman that she is. This is Brenda. So Brenda is with us for a long time. She says, my transformation took me 16 months, but I lost a total of 152 pounds. But 152 pound loss totally changed my life. It gave me my life back. I struggled with emotional and stressed eating, mixed with being on a weight loss roller coaster my entire adult life. I used 9 different Beachbody workouts within those 16 months and Shakeology to achieve my goal with the support and accountability of my friends and family. Thanks, Team Beachbody. So this challenge group doesn't have to be something that you're just going to do for a month. It could be something that we work together for quite some time. If you have a journey like that ahead of you, the support is really going to be key in keeping you on track, because that is a long journey. And my last one here is Jamie. Jamie has been with me since 2011, I think. So this is actually kind of an old transformation, but she's still rocking it, doing great. And she actually has more of a traumatic story that she was able to start to heal with health and fitness. So she says, I've lost over 65 pounds through hard work, good nutrition, and a positive attitude and never giving up. I have PTSD from rape, major depressive disorder, anxiety disorder, and a defect in my spine. I understand hurting both inside and out. I'm a work in progress and have learned that as long as you can make yourself a priority and put a smile on your face, anything is possible. So Jamie was actually in the military and had some trauma and was actually able to work on the emotional aspect and that physical aspect of her transformation in these challenge groups. So we're just super proud of Jamie and really happy with all the progress that she has made. There's obviously tons more. These are just a few that I grabbed that I already had permission to use. So, okay, we're gonna take a breath and I'm gonna tell you if you are ready, what do you do now? Okay, so first thing you're gonna wanna do is decide on what your goals are. You're gonna need to figure out what you want. Do you wanna be a size 6? Do you wanna run a marathon? Do you wanna get super buff? Do you want to be really strong? Do you just want to tone up? What do you want? I think it's one of those things where you can't get anywhere unless you know where you're going, right? So decide what you want. Think about it. And then contact your coach, your friend, whoever invited you. That's your coach, by the way, for your personal program recommendation. They're going to give you a set of questions. They're going to ask you some stuff that you might feel like, well, that's none of your business. But really, the more open and honest you are in the questions, about things you like, things you don't like, things you struggled with in the past, things that you struggle with food, they'll be able to give you the right program recommendation and find a group for you. So work together to pick a program and then work together to pick a start date that works for you. We usually start on Monday because, that's the world we live in. Everything starts on a Monday. So find one. Maybe it's the 5th. Maybe it's whatever's after the 5th, so like the 12th or something. Maybe one of those Mondays. Get your challenge pack ordered. You're going to pick your program, you're going to pick your Shakeology flavor and all of that. And then you're going to actually join the group right now. So even if you're not starting until the 5th or the 12th or whatever's going on, join now. Start to get to know people in the group. I actually have everyone do an introduction so you guys can get to know each other. We talked about our kids and our pets and all that stuff. So start getting to know each other and you can ask questions and see what other people have experienced, and maybe people who've done the program that you picked might give you some fun advice or their thoughts on it. So that's how you would get started, is you just reach out to whoever invited you. I know that some people just saw this because it was posted or shared. Somebody shared it from there. If you're confused about who invited you, you can just write on the wall of the event and whoever invited you will hopefully answer you and get it worked out. So I'm going to take some questions. But before I do that, I'm just going to close it. I'm going to stop the recording. That way your questions aren't on the recording. So before I close it, I just really want to say thank you for taking the time. I know that there's a lot of other things that you could be doing tonight. It's Monday after a holiday. The dust is settling. But I just want to give you a shout out and acknowledge you for taking 20, 30 minutes to invest in yourself tonight. I'm very proud of you for taking that step. I also wanted to tell you that if you have any doubts or if you're having you're just not quite sure, please talk through it with your coach. Everything that we do here has a complete money back guarantee. No hassles, no questions asked. I know for me, when I first signed up, as soon as I heard that, my coach was like, listen, if you don't like it, I will come get the Shakeology from your house and return it myself for you. Because it doesn't matter. Like it's such a no hassle guarantee. She's like, I'll do it even. It's that easy. So you don't have anything to lose except for some extra weight, some insecurities, some things that you don't really want to have, right? There's nothing to lose. There's everything to gain here. And I really, really hope that you'll consider joining us. I hope to see your little Facebook picture in one of our groups soon. So I'm going to stop the recording and then I will